But like, we can be had, and if we don't play our best game, this is the result that happens. We lose 2-1, first loss in seems like forever. Our team was like on vacation. Like, what the hell are we doing out there? We wouldn't give them the benefit of doubt, right? Because we are the autumn champions. Elversberg, I think, just won the game, so it's only 1 point lead between us and them. It's fine, I guess, but like, not the real ideal performance by us. Lose 2-1. We always say when former Schalke players play against us, there's a good chance they're going to score. They had 2 starters and people coming off from the bench. Aiden scores the goal, former Schalke player. Sidi Sane scores, former Schalke player. It just seems like this team was already on vacation mode prior to the goal. It was very, very infuriating to watch. First half, I think we did nothing in that first half. Can't say either team really did anything, but we looked very stagnant out there. If there was a dangerous team in that first half, it was Braunschweig, weren't they? We maybe created 1 or 2 opportunities. Muslic didn't really get any opportunities, quality chances when he was given the opportunity. He was setting up some plays, but when it's his turn to shoot, didn't have his shooting boots today at all. And then you go into the second half. I thought that there was a glaring weakness that was hitting into that after first half, going into the second half, and that was that right side. Porat already had a yellow card. Gomes mostly ineffective. So at halftime, you had a substitution. It was Vitaly Becker for Felipe Sanchez. I didn't get that. I'm sure there's a good reason for it, and Sanchez played fine. So overall, I don't mind that move. But for me, the glaring weakness was that right-hand side. Conte was torching us left and right in that first half. Come out of the second half, what happens? Bell comes on. Him and Conte both start to torch our right side. Eventually, they team up. They get into the box. Ball gets loose. Falls to Aiden. Aiden scores a goal. No celebration. Thankful for that. But the point stands. They torched us on that right-hand side for that goal. Both Conte and Bell teaming up together, just dismantling our right-hand side. Created the chaos in the middle. Really, really poor clearance by El-Faouzi. I get it. The ball was in the guy's feet. They just tried to kick it hard. They kicked it right to Aiden. Aiden just finished it, kept it low, right past Karius. Probably blocked by Katic. Didn't help there. So it was 1-0 at that point. And then after the goal, light switch goes off for Muslic. Let's take off Porat. Let's take off Gomes because they were sucking. Well, too little, too late for that point, right? Timo Becker comes on and Amin Younes comes on. Probably about 20 minutes later, we're pressing everybody up trying to get a goal. All of a sudden, they get a counterattack. Katic against, I don't remember who it was. I think Yilmichi going up there one-on-one against Katic. In comes Sidi Sane as a trailer. He finds Sane. Sane does some nice moves and scores a nice goal by Karius. Not going to blame Karius on that goal. 2-0. 2 former Schalke players. No celebration by Sane. Frustrating. Luckily, like 2 minutes later, El-Faouzi and Younes teaming up together, causing chaos down the other end. Eventually, El-Faouzi scores a goal. Pulls it back to 1. We get 7 minutes of stoppage time. Couldn't do anything else. Got close. Valentevitz off a Younes cross. Had a header off the post. 17-year-old nearly tied it there at the death. But we ultimately lose the game, 2-1. And the sad part about this whole thing is, if we had to pick a player of the match, it's the guy who came on in the 60th minute. Amin Younes. We really did nothing prior to his insertion in the game. He comes onto the game and immediately is involved in everything. So, I'm happy for Amin Younes. The rest of the team was on vacation mode. It was pretty pathetic all the way around. Not a good performance. Everyone was on vacation mode, like I said. But it's autumn break. It is a break time now. Reflect. I think the loss could be a good thing. I'm always fearful of those losses before the breaks. I think it could be a good thing that'll ground us so we understand that we are not just infallible. We're not this dominant, which we've never been dominant in any game by any stretch. But like, we can be had. And if we don't play our best game, this is the result that happens. So I think ultimately this result's going to happen. We're champions of the first half. Just got to repeat that performance in the second half, and I think good stuff will come. But we got 3 weeks to think about this. Muslic does. Hopefully got some reinforcements coming in. We can talk more about that as the podcast comes. But man, not a good result. But I think silver lining to this, it keeps us grounded, keeps us hungry. Going into the break, going into the Rückrunde. So, yep. Tell me what your thoughts are. Let us know in the comments. Join us for our last podcast of the first half of the season. Let's try to get more analytical in this podcast. Let's see. It's all frustration at the moment, but anyway, Glück auf.